So here we have the 2018 question 1. This is Leaving Cert Ordinary Level, and this is a question on probability. So we're told an experiment consists of throwing two fair standard 6-sided dice and recording the sum of the two numbers thrown. So we throw two dice and then we record the sum of the two numbers. So some of the totals are shown in the table. So if we're to look at, so here we have die 1 and die 2. So if we get a 1 on the first dice, and so this bit here, these are the numbers on the dice, and then inside the box here is the totals. So if we get a 1 on dice 1 and a 1 on dice 2, we get 2 altogether. Say if we get a 2 on dice 1, a 2 on dice 2 and a 1 on dice 1, we'll get 3. So say we're asked to fill in the gap. So if we get a 3 on the first dice and then a 4 on the next dice, well, we're going to get 7. If we get a 4 on the first dice and a 4 on the next, we're going to get 8. If we get a 5 on the first and a 2 on the next, we're going to get 7. If we get a 5 on the first and a 5 on the next, we're going to get 10. If we get a 1 on the first, a 6 on the next, we're going to get 7. And if we get a 6 and a 6, we're going to get 12. So we're asked to find the probability of getting a total of 7 or 11. So what I might do is highlight anywhere I have a 7 or an 11. So in this case, I have a 7. I have a 7 here, I have a 7 here, so it's actually kind of making a diagonal. So 7, 7. So now I'm going to just do another colour for my 11s. So I don't have as many 11s, so I have this and this. So the total number of different, so the probability of getting a 7 or 11, the probability of a 7 or an 11 is the amount of times I get a 7 or 11 over the total number of times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 by 6. So there's going to be 36 altogether. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are either a 7 or 11. So it's going to be 8 out of 36. And if we wanted to get that as a decimal, that we could write that as 2 over 9, or we could just write that as 2 over 9. So that's the probability of getting a 7 or an 11. And then we're asked to find the probability of getting a total which is a prime number. So I might get a different colour and anything. So a prime number is when its only factors are 1. The only thing that divides into it are 1 in itself. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 and then 7 and then so 3, 5, 7 and then 5, 7 and then so 5, 7 again, and then so 7 and then 11 and then 7 and 11. So all the prime numbers we have are 1, so it's going to be the total amount of prime numbers over the total number. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's going to be 15 over 36. So that's the probability of getting a prime number. And then in the next part of our question, so this is a different kind. It's not related to the first part. So we're told that a car distributor sells Ford cars and Renault cars. So he sells Ford and Renault. So it has 30 cars for sale on a particular day. So we have 30 cars and 18 are Ford and 12 are Renault. So I might just write 18 are Ford and 12 are Renault. 7 of the Ford cars are red, so I'll just say 7 are red, and 4 of the Renault cars are red, so 4 are red. So that means that the rest of these are not red, the rest of the Ford cars, so I would say I have 11 not red and in this case I would have 8 not red. So one of the 30 cars is chosen at random. What is the probability that the car is a Ford car or a car which is not red? So we have to get the probability, so over the total number of cars, we have to get the number of cars that are either Fords or not red. So well, our Fords, we have 18. So it's either going to be, so the amount of, so Fords, we have 18, but that includes a certain amount that are not red. But we're getting the amount of Fords and then any extra that aren't red. So we're going to be adding on 8 from the not red from the Renault. So that's going to be plus 8. So that will give us 26, because we're just going to be missing out on these 4 cars. So the probability that we get a car which is a Ford car or which is not red is going to be 26 over 30. So that is our answer for that question.